Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am building something a little bit different, and I am building some apartment buildings here in SimLicy, which is of course the world that came with the City Living expansion pack. So as I'm sure most of you guys know, I really love building apartments both on this channel and my custom content channel. And if you guys haven't heard of that channel yet, it's called SimLicy with CC. And as the name suggests, on that channel, I'm using a lot of custom content. And I've been building a lot of apartments over there, and same with this channel too. And I really just feel so limited when it comes to apartments because there's only, you know, the specific ones. We got a few that came with Eco Lifestyle and then the ones from City Living, but other than that we don't have any in any of the other worlds, and I really wish that we did, and I really wish that they were more customizable. I'm not too worried about being able to build apartment buildings ourselves. I mean, that would be nice. I mean, you can do it this way, but they're not exactly functional because you're not going to have you know, neighbors exactly. You could have roommates. There is a roommate system in game. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but they wouldn't be your neighbors because they would be your roommate. But I mean, you could probably like lock the doors and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I'm not too bothered about that, but I really wish that we could change the windows on apartments, like the front doors to the apartments, add balconies, those sorts of things, without, you know, being able to tear down the entire building, but just being able to customize the part we can build on. You can do a little bit of that with the tool mod. You can change out the door, you can change out the windows, but they don't transfer through the gallery exactly. I mean, I think they might transfer through the gallery, but the original windows are still there. So if you're a console player, you can't go and get a mod to delete the windows to use the new windows. Hopefully that's not too confusing. I have a tutorial on customizing apartments and changing out the windows using the tool mod if you guys are interested, or if you're confused about what I'm talking about. But yeah, with the game the way it is without any mods, you cannot edit the windows. So I thought I would go ahead and build a couple of like apartment building shells for myself to use on this channel and my other channel, just to have some more apartments to work with. And yeah, so they're just shells. I did the exterior and I did the entryway to the apartments and like the hallways, but I didn't actually do the floor plans for each individual apartment because I want to be able to, you know, build my own apartments in them, and then I'll upload them as rooms to the gallery like I would a regular apartment, and then you guys could place them in these apartment buildings if you are interested in downloading them. And then of course you guys could build your own apartments in them too, and if you ever want me to see them, I would absolutely love that. So you could tag me on the gallery, you could tag like SimLicy apartments, yeah, SimLicy apartments, tag me with that and then I can see them. Or you can always share pictures on Twitter is a really nice place to tag me. I will definitely see it over there. Instagram, I'm just not on it that much, so I miss a lot of stuff. So if you do tag me over there, I'm most likely to miss it just because I don't open that app up that much, but I do open up Twitter a lot more often. So yeah, that would be a good place to tag me if you guys want me to see it, but I'll definitely check the gallery under that hashtag. So yeah, I just really want more apartment buildings. I'm thinking about building some for probably the Snowy Escape world, the Get Famous world. I feel like those ones specifically really could use some apartments, but even like the cottage living world, I think would be so cute to have some like townhouses in the city area. That would be really nice. I don't know. I just think some more apartment buildings would be really cool. So I'll probably build some other ones. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. I definitely would really enjoy that too. And I'm sure some of the other worlds would be really nice with apartments too. But yeah, like I mentioned, they just don't function like apartments do in like City Living or Eco Lifestyle because they won't be your neighbors, they'll be your roommates if you have other people living in the building. But you could just pretend other people live in the building, and you could just like black them out or something, like paint all the walls black and pretend that, you know, they're not there, kind of how the City Living apartments are. I don't know, maybe that would work. But Anyways, I'm still looking forward to decorating these apartments, and I had a lot of fun building them. I think they came together really nicely. The first one I was looking at Pinterest to build, and then this one I was looking at the buildings in the surrounding neighborhood, and so I tried modeling some of them. And then I just used some debug objects and like live edit objects to add some extra detail. Like the railing on the staircase leading up to both apartments is a live edit object from Discover University. That would be another world that I would love apartments for. Of course, there are the dorms, which are like, they're like apartments, but they're penthouses. Well, they function like penthouses do from City Living, but they're dorms, so it's a completely different system. But that's another spot I would like to build an apartment up on top of those like penthouse lots and make them kind of like a European style apartment building. I would really love a world that was more European, like a European city, like a Paris themed city or something like that. I think would be so nice. And it would just have to come with an apartment building because I'd be completely obsessed with building them there. I really hope so. But in the meantime, I might build a sort of apartment just to kind of play around with some apartment ideas in the Discover University world. But anyways, over here I am creating like a fire chute or fire ladder. How would you call this exactly? Anyways, fire escape, that's what it's called. I'm creating a fire escape. One of the doors leads into an apartment, and the very top of it actually leads to a community area that I did not decorate. And looking back, I probably should have added a few items up there, and I might do that before adding it to the gallery. But yeah, I think it's just like a nice community area. Maybe there could be like a barbecuer up there. Maybe a place to sit down, maybe like a fire pit or something like that. I just think this would be a really cool spot just to hang out and socialize. If we ever get any sort of like apartment system in the game, then that would be really cool. I mean, I doubt we will because we already have a couple of expansion packs that come with apartments, and that would probably take away from like their value in the expansion packs probably. I don't know. I can always hope though. But maybe we'll get like hotels or something, and we could have these be hotels, and that would kind of give you an apartment feel, and maybe we could even kind of pretend that they are apartments but they're hotels. I don't know. We'll see how they function if we ever get them. I would really like to have them though. But I think that's nice just to have a little hangout area. And yeah, here I'm just placing some windows, and I do place some extra details around like some newspaper boxes, and I do a little bit of landscaping with a couple of trees. I have a little bit more landscaping in the front of the apartments that are kind of like little fenced in garden areas that I thought were pretty nice. And then I also have another fenced in area at the back of the building where I put some trash cans, and I use the trash cans that came from Eco Lifestyle, so they're the larger dumpsters. And then here on the top of the buildings, I use some of these roof details to add some like ventilation and air conditioning and those sorts of things. And I think this is a really nice sort of effect. And I also liked how I used the platform tool to create a like higher roof line. I think that looks really good on both of the buildings. And then here at the front, I do have a raised area with a platform that I wanted it to be more of like a sidewalk, and I wanted it to go all the way around the building, but I couldn't have it touch the building because I used a foundation on both of the buildings. And then also the fire escape would cause some problems with that. As you probably saw, I tried bringing the sidewalk around that side of the building, but it wouldn't let me connect it to the fire escape because it was like conflicting with like the height levels of the different rooms, which is very frustrating. But here I'm adding a couple of trees, and then I also have a few like light posts around. And then here's the newspaper boxes. Oh, and fire hydrants. I was basically just trying to find things that I thought looked like they would be in a lot like this, and also fit into the surrounding of San Myshuno, because I definitely want it to be, you know, on this particular lot, and I wanted to build it for this particular surrounding. Oh yeah, I also thought about adding that truck there, like somebody was parked that was delivering something in the area, but then I thought that maybe it didn't make a whole lot of sense there, so I got rid of it. But I do think it's a nice idea. I don't know, I was trying to keep the decorations pretty minimal and not trying to over decorate it or over clutter it up, because I wanted these to be more like basic shells that you guys could download and that I could use to add more extra detail later on, and, you know, of course customize the individual apartments. And yeah, like I said, I did do the floor plan, and it was so difficult, especially in the first apartment building that I built. I struggled so much, and I really wanted to include elevators in each one of them, but unfortunately you can only place one elevator per lot, and I just think that's really annoying. I don't know, maybe there's a mod that changes that, that'll allow you to place more elevators. I think that would have been a really nice detail to have in these like entryway lobby areas, but yeah, I just decided not to add one, even though I think they would have looked really good. But anyways, yeah, here in the like entryway area, I do add some decorations. I have this side table. This is the second apartment building. I decided to do the floor plan with this one first because I had tried an attempt at the other one and I was failing miserably because I don't know, it was just a weird shaped building, and you'll see me fiddle around with like the shape of the exterior when I go to do the floor plan in that one. I end up changing it mostly back to how it was originally, and it was just like a tiny little area. So you'll see that here soon. But this apartment has 4 different apartments in this building. There's 2 on the first level that are exactly the same shape. They just kind of mirror each other. And then there's 2 more on the second level that are different shapes. And yeah, the one does lead to the fire escape. And both of the apartment buildings, I tried to give them a little bit more of this Spice Market look. So let me know if you would like me to build some apartment shells in the other neighborhoods, because of course there's the Fashion District, there's the Arts District, and those ones have completely different feels as well. But this one I was trying to make it consistent with the Spice District sort of feel, which I really like. This is probably my favorite like style of apartment to build. But I really want to see some other style apartments. Like I really wish we would have got some with Snowy Escape, because having some like Japanese style apartments would have been so much fun. But I definitely should probably build some apartment shells there. And then definitely Get Famous would have completely made sense. But unfortunately we didn't get them with that expansion pack. And then like I said, with Discovery University, I think I can create some like Parisian looking apartments on those, but of course you're still surrounded by like the campus, and I don't know, hopefully we get a world like that. That would be so cool. But anyways, there I just decorated the second hallway area leading to the second floor apartments, and then I also added some mailboxes in the entryway. And I'm not sure if you decide to live on this lot if it'll have like any issues having multiple mailboxes, so you might have to remove them if you are doing, you know, gameplay in these apartments. I'm not exactly sure how that works. And you could always use like the wall-mounted trash cans that came with City Living. I used a couple of them on the second level in that first apartment, and you could use those in place of the mailboxes, and that shouldn't cause any problems because they're just trash cans, but you could pretend that they're mailboxes instead. So yeah, here I am in the first apartment building. So originally I had the staircase right here, and I do move it in just a moment because the shape of this second floor was not going to work out very nicely with the placement of the staircase. And here I try fixing it by changing the shape of the exterior, and then I would have had to change the shape of the front of it as well, and I did not want to change the front of the building at all because I just really liked it. And so I was trying to make it work by changing this part, but I end up mostly changing it back. I think it's almost identical to how it was originally, because I do move the staircase just to make this work a little bit better. And so what I ended up doing is having one apartment on the first floor and then 2 apartments on the second floor and the third floor. And so yeah, there's quite a few apartments in this lot, and you could honestly make some of the apartments larger. You could completely customize it. You can switch up the windows, you can change the doors and the placements of them. And so I think that's what's really nice about these apartment buildings. But yeah, like I said, I will be doing them probably at first just with the like shape of the apartments that I have now, and then I'll upload them as rooms to the gallery, and then you guys could place them in here if you would like to. And yeah, just kind of give me some other apartments to work with basically, because I desperately need more apartments. But here you can see I'm adding more of these mailboxes, and there's quite a few of them. I think there's actually one less or one more. I think I have one less mailbox in here than there are apartments. So maybe that's a little bit annoying. It kind of annoys me a little bit, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Oh yeah, and the doors that I used came from City Living, but they actually have little numbers on them. So it's like the apartments have their own little like apartment number on the door, which I think is so cool. But anyways, yeah, here you can see I got rid of this whole part of the building that jetted out, but I ended up placing it back right now because I realized it wasn't really necessary for me to remove it. And I liked how close it was to the building next door. I don't know, for some reason that felt kind of realistic to me, and I felt like when I took screenshots I was gonna like that effect. So yeah, I'm happy that I was able to keep that. There's also a couple of balconies on this apartment building. One is 2 tiles wide and one is only 1 tile wide, which I thought was kind of nice. It's probably going to be a little bit difficult to decorate. Well, maybe not to decorate, but if you're going to do any gameplay, it might be a little bit difficult, but you could of course expand that and change it up because they're fully customizable, unlike the regular apartments. But anyways, yeah, this is basically it for the build. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will enjoy the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today, and I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade, feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken.